Okay, let's have to go offline. Alright, hello everyone. I'm Very Mellow Man, welcoming you to our Let's Play of Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda is the sequel to the original Mass Effect trilogy. I'm sure most of you have heard by now. And you know, Andromeda as a game is pretty much savaged by critics for failing to live up to the original trilogy in a multitude of ways. But I think it's an okay game. It's not great, but it's okay. That being said, I do feel like I have to get a playthrough of it out of the way for the sake of this channel, so let's just take care of that. Alright, I'm going to import character data. Alright. Male. Alright. Custom appearance. Custom appearance. Alright, now our characters are black, just like we are. Now for the training, we're going to go with pure biotic. Biotics are basically space magic. Need I remind you, so we're going to choose a pure biotic character and roll with that. Now, the default name for the main character is Scott. And if you keep the default name, your characters will refer to you by this name throughout the entirety of the game, instead of just Ryder. So will your sister, and that's about it. That being said, now, history. Male. Changing the gender of male or female shepherd from my previous playthroughs' experiences has taught me that nothing significant happens. So it's really just cosmetics. I'm gonna do this on normal. I want to go down a narrative just to get past the prologue, but for the sake of at least providing you decent entertainment, I have to stick to normal. All right. EA, ruining RPGs since 2008.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream.
Clancy Brown. Good man.
Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start. But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Yeah, that's the arc. Most of the 4 major races are going on that arc in order to embark to Andromeda. Hmm. 634 years later. Yeah, it's a long time to stay in cryogenic sleep, but you know how these sci-fi things go. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much to say here. I was also going to talk... Alright. And we're awake.
We made it. Deep breaths. You're gonna want to take it easy.
I've been taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, Recon Specialist, Pathfinder Mission Team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get him a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates for golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination.
Shoot.
Now you are a part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Alright.
Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
I hope not. I signed up for a little adventure before we settle down.
Well, buckle up. Sounds like you'll get your wish.
Yeah?
Over here now, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away. He said mission ready within the hour.
Any idea why?
No, but I'm guessing that's where your adventure comes in. Okay, everything checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring? Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Taparo. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed. Based on the levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, adeno what?
It just means you're still shaking off your nap. No reason why we can't get you on your way. Though you may want to hang around while we revive your sister. It always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
What's happening?
It broke free.
Just hang on.
Engineering, report. Try to brace yourself.
Gravity cryobase offline.
Alright, things are going wrong as usual.
I'm almost to the sky. Hold on.
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay? I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparations. Cora, Riders, report to the bridge.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here. It's Sarah Ryder.
Alright.
What's wrong? I don't know. Have to check it out.
Sarah Ryder is our, twin sister.
Ryder?
Is my sister okay?
Sarah's fine. Her vitals are strong. But the revival procedure was interrupted.
I don't like the sound of that.
Don't worry. It just means the process could take a bit longer than usual. Sam?
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended. However, her pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
To be on the safe side, we'll need to keep her in a low-level coma for a while. Then let her body regain consciousness naturally. She'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Lexi. Keep us updated. Right.
Okay.
I'll wait for you at the door, whenever you're ready to go.
Yeah. I'm ready to go now. I do not care for this prologue.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Hey, up
Look.
here! Whatever hit the arc fried everything. We have to balance the power load or it could explode.
But we don't know where the fault is.
Ryder could find it. He has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the fault.
On it.
I'll try to get readings on the
I mean,
conduit.
I'm not like actually doing the prologue.
Got it.
There's no indication of... Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it! Bad relay.
Ryder, can you go reset it?
I may not like the prologue too much, but I do like how it teaches you
There! It's reset!
the new mechanics.
Now. It's working.
Thank God. It could have been the end of everyone in the cryo bay.
Good job, Ryder. Now we can get to the tram. That was close. Barely in Andromeda, and we're already scrambling.
The adventure begins.
Not sure your dad'll see it that way.
Damage control team to propulsion.
Go ahead and take us to the bridge.
Yeah. Just a little overeager because it's like I just want to get on with it. This entire video is going to be the prologue. Or it might even be parts of EOS as well.
Helm control, report.
We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
What's our position?
Clancy Brown!
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed Golden World. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit. Alec, I need to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
She's making some really good points. Yes, no, I don't blame her at all. She's making really good points here. I'm actually gonna back her up.
She is the captain. I think she gets the final word.
Well, he might.
This isn't about having the final word.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
That's clearly Clancy Brown's face, and
My God.
I think it's kind of cool they managed to model it over.
Golden World?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky. All of our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
It doesn't even look the same.
Here we go.
We don't know how bad it is yet. Still seems like it's our best shot.
Maybe. There's just a lot on the line.
Sam?
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our senses. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if it's not?
As Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we're already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planet Fallen 30.
Yes, sir.
A stubborn one, isn't he?
Yeah, super
He
supportive.
cares in his own way. Enough to give him a chance.
I suppose you're right. He is our Pathfinder. If this doesn't work out,
Shoot.
we'll need him more than ever. I need an ETA on our sensor repairs. We're blind out here.
My sister's gonna hate that she missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in her blood. She beat me into the world by 1 minute. Couldn't wait to get started.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Sarah will pull through.
When she does, she's gonna want stories.
So, let's get out there and find her some. Right. You'll
Right.
want to get your helmet. And maybe stop at the good luck rock before we go.
The what?
It's an old superstition.
Got it.
That should do it.
The Pathfinder is now requiring sidearms. I've opened the armaments locker.
We expecting trouble, Sam?
A precaution. Please arm yourself, Ryder.
Alright.
Pretty crazy. I know what you mean. He told me everyone referred
Yeah, we could just scan people too. I forgot that. Alright. We got the
I
Predator
won't need
pistol.
You never know. Now let's get to the shuttles.
Well, it's a Mass Effect game. We're gonna need the pistol. Alright. Some good old-fashioned gameplay. I actually am interested in doing a pure biotic run. My first playthrough was as a Vanguard, so that was biotics melee. It was mostly
Dr.
just...
Carlisle, with everything going on, I think the Ark needs you more than we do.
Pathfinder wants a medic on hand, and if that is home down there, I'm happy to knock on the door.
If it's what we hope it is, it'll be one for the history books. You got a quote ready? One small step?
I'm pretty sure your dad will handle that honor.
All right, team, button it up. We leave in 5.
Sir, we broke out the weapons as requested. Anything we should know about?
Seemed prudent given the situation. We'll be short-handed with Sarah out. I heard what happened. Your sister's strong. She'll make it.
Sarah wouldn't want us to worry because of her.
You're right. The mission comes first. Though, I doubt your mother would have seen it that way.
Mom would have seen a lot of
I'd
things.
get you two here safely. Okay, team, listen up. I chose each of you for the Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, like me. We dream of exploring the unknown, of finding the edge of the map, and then discovering what lies beyond. When people look back on this, and they will, they'll remember we didn't give up. That we kept dreaming, that our first few faltering steps in Andromeda were the beginning of everything they know. We only get one chance to be first. So, let's go make history.
Been waiting 600 years for this.
Archive area, this is Shuttle 1. Switching to manual guidance.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
Turning to Vector 135.
Copy that. You're on point.
Wow.
Okay.
That. Whatever it is, it stopped the Hyperion in its tracks.
It appears to be an unstable mass of dark energy.
If you say so.
To be honest, every time I've looked at this particular site, I've never gotten the impression that it was supposed to be impressive. It's probably just because
Gravity anomaly.
the scale of what it was doing was never sold to me. I get that's bad, but it just looks like a space cloud.
We're clear. Accelerating to cruising speed.
Ryder, we didn't have a chance to meet back in the Milky Way. Name's Liam Costa, Security and Response Specialist.
Good to meet you, Liam.
Hard to believe we're finally doing this.
Sure beats reading the brochures.
Beginning our deceleration. Planet's dead ahead.
Why the...
Initiating atmospheric entry.
Here we go!
The flight guidance is scrambled. It'll pass. The controls are fighting me.
Adjust approach vector 3 degrees to start.
It's just a stupid thing where... Alright.
Shuttle 2, are you seeing this?
Copy that. Doesn't look like a golden world from here.
Ionization levels are rising.
Stay on course to the landing zone.
Oxygen levels are below minimum human requirements.
So yeah. Huh?
Is this the right planet? We had this all worked out.
You know, I want...
The mountains are flowing.
Look, port side.
That has to be advanced engineering.
Hyperion, this is the Pathfinder. We've got evidence of an alien civilization.
Has anyone seen us?
What if they're not friendly?
We stick to contact protocol. No use of deadly force unless hostile intent is clear.
Lightning strike! We've lost control! Shuttle 2 declaring an emergency! We got a fire! We're going up!
Acceleration increasing.
No kidding!
Alright.
Your jump jet is malfunctioning.
Hey, Chase Stephens!
It's working!
Approaching terminal velocity.
Yeah, it's not a pretty fall.
Sam!
Luckily, we have a jetpack. Oh. Ah! Something broke. The scene really sells how dangerous it is to go without proper gear in a hostile environment that you don't know about. shoot. Fuck, yeah.
This is Ryder. Come in. Hyperion, Sam, anyone there?
Save your breath, Ryder. Sam's offline. Comlink's trashed. I'm surprised we aren't too.
Did we really do that? Or are we dead and don't know it?
Well, we found hell. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. No way this is home.
Turns out the planet wasn't what we were hoping it was.
Looks like we're gonna find some high ground. See if anyone else is alive. Come on.
Okay, we finally have control. Now, when your
Ryder,
scanner beeps like that, it means you're next to an object you can
Nothing
get data
crazy,
from.
but
well, crazy just found us. Those rocks out there are floating.
Sometimes you can hear a loud beep,
Yeah,
other times you have
incognito.
to pay attention to vibration.
no fixing this. Must have broken on impact.
Explains why we lost our SAM connection.
Oh, and safety tip. Don't breathe the air. Found that out the hard way.
Got it.
Yeah, this air pretty much makes it impossible for this to be a golden world.
Sam said it's dark energy, but that's in space.
Yeah, hell of a cloud.
A cloud that makes boulders float.
What the hell is this?
Come on, we gotta get through it.
Yeah, I gotta sprint through this.
Welcome to Habitat 7.
Or you'll actually take damage if you just stay there. So yeah, you have to keep moving.
Looks safer under there.
How's your gun? Might want to see if it's working. Take a shot at that fuel cell. It's busted anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Look, something flying around in the sky.
All right.
Oh, wow. I think I can see a path up. We'll use the jump jets if we have to.
Into the breach.
Think I'd rather fall than get hit by lightning.
Give it a minute.
Jump jets.
We can probably do both. How'd my dad find you?
I was a cop. In crisis response.
Yeah?
Tell you over a beer sometime.
This is gonna be close.
That's it. We're getting there.
All right. Yeah,
think I
that
see the
little thing
top.
with the jump jet. You can only go in bursts, but it does cover a lot of ground if you're willing to spam the combo.
Thanks. What the hell is that?
It's like really, really stupid. Oh, right, here we go.
It's not a hotel, that's for sure. Nothing around here makes any sense.
New galaxy, new ways to die.
Just not today.
Let's hope there's someone still left.
Wait. Look.
Holy shit! What was first contact protocol again?
No deadly force unless fired upon.
Yeah, said no one in the field ever. How do we handle it?
Expect the
Just
worst.
be ready if this goes south.
It usually does.
Okay. Now combat, you can shoot these guys with this. It's also a cover shooter, so you can just take fire doing that. Oh, and you have powers.
Okay. It's It's over.
Fisher, you okay? I'll live. I thought I was a goner. I knew they weren't the friendly sort.
You wanted to see if they fixed the faces. Yeah, Chase, they did fix the faces.
We did our best. Not like they gave us much of a choice.
Like Asin, she's a lot better looking now.
We still don't even know what they wanted. Nothing good the way they were armed.
Who says we'd even understand? Or they'd understand us? It's a new galaxy. I guess it's too much to expect they'll play by Milky Way rules.
Or any rules by the look of them. But what did we do to them? Only thing I know for sure, their guns hit just as hard as ours. Where are the others?
Hello.
Gone. Kirkland and Greer went looking for help.
Come on.
Ah, my leg!
Can you move?
I think it's broken. You guys push ahead and look for the others.
You sure?
Yeah. Just find us a ride out of here. And take a few more of them out while you're at it.
Alright, we'll scan these mysterious-looking aliens and then get some gear.
Well, I don't have Sam here, but I can try to make sense of it. They're DNA-based, and their armor reads as some kind of bone. But the genetics are all over the map.
Ah. I hope the other team's okay.
You view the map like so. So yeah, the map's basically just the same as it was in Inquisition, but bigger.
We'll find them, but we might want to scout around first.
You're the recon specialist. Point the way.
Right.
Looks like you knew how to handle a gun back there.
Spent time with an Alliance peacekeeping force.
Oh hey, Badar, what's up?
It's gear from one of our shuttles. Good. The atmospheric sensor is still working.
Let me guess. It says don't breathe the air?
Yeah, but no sign of Hear that?
Cover.
Please, I surrender.
Is that Kirk? They shot him! They want to fight? We'll give it to them!
All right.
Got one left to go.
Hey, that's the last of them. All right. Put the words right in my mouth. Who's this guy?
No vital signs.
No.
Shot in cold blood.
He was trying to surrender. Why kill him?
Would we treat them any different if they showed up on Earth, armed to the teeth?
Maybe not.
Peace isn't going to be an option here.
It's unfortunate because
once we find the others.
Still, take a look at this architecture.
but we have to kill them.
Never seen anything like it. Looks to be at least 3 or 4 centuries old.
The Arks left 600 years ago, right?
Yeah. Our long-range scans wouldn't have shown this. These structures, that tower, maybe none of it was here when we left the Milky Way.
Yeah, when you read something from a scanner, you get data like what the materials are like and how old something here is. Alright. Let's see, am I going the right way? Okay, I was going backwards. The jetpack really makes the platforming fun, I have to say.
Hey, look, flares going up over there.
Could be our people. I'll mark the nav point.
The hell's that? There, watch out! What is this thing?
I think it wants to eat us!
Alright.
Okay.
It's organic. No sign of technology.
Wow, so the cloaking is biological?
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, the makeup for this particular creature is really slapdash. Just put together.
Wreckage ahead. Some sort of structure up that hill.
This place is taking a beating from the storms.
Along with everything else on this planet.
Take some shelter.
Well, let's hope no one's home.
Doesn't look like a home at all.
Yeah, no one's living here.
So what's it for?
Doesn't look like the other structures we've seen. Different design. Must be a way to get some lights on.
Get some loot boxes here.
What's all this about?
Videos, baby. This generator turns everything back on.
Oh shit.
Hey, Madar!
That can't be good. Oh.
It's a generator.
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
Maybe it did something.
Alien versus EA.
That door opened.
Some kind of research lab?
Maybe. Then it got hit by a tornado. Weird. You hear that?
Looks like they were trying to tumble.
Watch it!
What is it?
There.
So now killer robots too? Doesn't say much, other than it's not organic. Old. Some serious energy on the other side of that door.
Maybe it's closed for a reason.
These guys were poking around where they shouldn't have.
Yeah, we found something pretty interesting in this little detour.
Whatever this is, it scans as being old. Centuries old.
Wish we had Sam.
It's older than this lab, but about the same age as that bot we just killed.
So maybe these aliens found it deeper in, like an artifact.
Yeah, I made a joke about EA at the start of the stream, so I get what you're saying.
Any theories, recon specialist?
There's some kind of technology on this planet. Older. Underground. Something these aliens are interested in.
Like archaeologists?
Yeah. Weather's still crappy.
So I don't have to deal with...
Heads up! They were waiting for us!
Yeah.
Damn!
They got a lightning rod up and running! Are these things stalking us?
Starting to feel like it!
Ooh. One's here. Wonder what happened. This is not how I go out!
I don't think they're listening!
Ooh. Oh, you can get up here. Alright. Alright, that's it for them.
Last one's down.
Let's not wait around for more. Cora, we read you. You're alive.
Shuttle repairs are underway, but we're surrounded.
They're not friendly. On our way. Nav point marked.
Well, they can see me play through Andromeda. So I got your back. And we got our first level up.
Cavalry to the rescue. Nice to see you guys.
You too, Harry. How is everyone?
All right. Two points to spend, 30% recharge speed. All right.
Still in one piece. You got here just in time.
Where's my dad?
He went scouting ahead while we fixed the shuttle. Ryder, there's weapons and ammo at the shuttle. Stock up.
These things tried talking to you at all?
Barely a word. Then started shooting.
I think my character straight looks okay.
Ah, hell! Enemy ship on the way! Get to cover! Go, go!
Here they come!
They got balls to try an airdrop.
Don't let up!
Lightning zapped their shuttle!
Harry, you guys okay?
Not dead yet! Heads up! Another shuttle incoming!
This weather?
Guess we got their attention. Are those dogs?
I wish. They've got some
Bionic combo.
You're shitting me! Sound off!
I'm here!
Still alive.
Here!
Present!
I can't get a beat on those things!
There's too many of them! Just keep up!
Oh no. Okay.
The fight's
Yikes.
back here!
I was trying to get the cover.
Ah, hell! Enemy ship on the way! Get to cover! Go, go!
Here they come!
Let's see. Jump down.
They got balls to try an airdrop.
Don't let up!
Lightning zapped their shuttle!
Harry?
Heads up! Another shuttle incoming!
This weather?
Guess we got their attention.
Are those dogs?
I wish. They've got some weird cloaking ability.
You're shitting me!
Alright.
Sound off!
Oh.
I'm here!
Still alive.
Okay.
Present!
I can't get a beat on those things!
There's too many of them! Just keep firing, we can do this! It's when do rocks float?
Just go with it!
Alright.
Man, these guys know how to fight. Damn shrapnel!
A lot of Bioware fans aren't interested in Anthem that are. They pretty much share your whole opinion there.
Liam, enough.
Right. It's just these assholes kill Kirkland.
Hey, I understand exactly how you feel. I miss Kirkland too, whoever he was.
Stay pissed. Use it.
Will do.
Just remember, we need that ammo.
Strangle them if I have to.
What about the others?
Fisher's wounded but sitting tight. No sign of Greer, and our shuttle's in pieces.
Guys.
She's been hit.
Take cover! Take cover!
Shit. Take cover, people. Shit.
I didn't know you were biotic.
Don't worry, it's not contagious.
Before they attacked, I managed to fix our comms.
You're a lifesaver. Now just take it easy.
Sam, are you there?
QEC link established. Affirmative, Ryder. The Pathfinder needs to speak with you.
Good to see you in one piece. What's our status?
Liam and I are with Cora.
We have wounded crew. The good news is our shuttle's been repaired. We can get back to the Ark.
Not with these storms. It's too risky to fly.
Alright.
Our wounded can't wait much longer. Do you have something in mind?
If the storm is the problem, then let's solve the problem.
We're talking about weather.
And I have an idea about that. Rendezvous with my coordinates will... Damn, they spotted me.
Sir? Sir! Can you two manage alone?
I can keep her stable. For a while.
Let's move.
Alright.
Sam, do you have the Pathfinder's position?
Marking the nav point on your map.
Doesn't look far. Let's make this quick.
What about Grit?
If he didn't turn up by now, nothing we can do. The Pathfinder's all that matters.
What was my dad scouting for?
He was trying to get readings on that tower.
Well, the network puts him near it.
Exercise caution. The storm front is already gaining intensity.
Nice to have you back, Sam. How about some good news next time?
Yeah, Alec is N7. I feel like that was a good idea. Because N7 would be interested in a project like the Andromeda Initiative. So you want to have good super
Sam's right.
soldiers.
We don't have much time.
Look, the rocks. They're drawing the lightning away.
If we hug that wall, they might keep us safe.
Dead bodies here! Lightning didn't do this!
Incendiary rounds! My dad's been busy!
He was an N7. They don't mess around.
We're close. The nav point shows my dad's up there.
Dad!
Sir!
Stay low. Like us. I don't think they're native to the planet.
They're not. We found an abandoned lab. Like they've been studying the place.
Good work. You actually did some scouting.
Alright. What does N7 mean? I have no idea what N7 actually means relative to, like... I don't know if it's an abbreviation. I've never figured that out. I think it's just their way of saying they're basically their elite agents. Like calling someone MI6. You don't necessarily know what that stands for, but in fiction, you get it supposed to be like super secret agents or whatever.
It's why we came all this way, isn't it? Exploring the unknown, you said.
Glad that sunk in, because some days it's easy to forget.
Tell me about it.
Sir, you said you had an idea about the weather?
It's the dark energy cloud the Hyperion hit. It's affecting the whole planet, interfering with that.
The tower is caught in a feedback loop with the cloud. Together they're disrupting the entire climate with undirected energy.
We suggest if we can get in there and shut it down,
The lightning goes away.
and the shuttle can get us out of here, in theory. We just have to get past them.
It's a hell of a gamble. But we won't know until we get in there and try.
No illusions about this. It'll be a nasty fight the whole way.
If the riders are game, so am I. But we risk turning a skirmish with these guys into something worse.
It's them or us.
Oh, it's them.
Shit.
Problem is
That's
we're
good.
outnumbered.
I've been working on that. We just need to change the math.
Alright. More Ket. They're called the Ket, by the way, viewers. But N7 England exists. I don't know if N1 through N6 exists. N7 is just something picked to sound cool. The number doesn't actually mean anything.
Works for me.
By the way, Madar, I've been meaning to ask you, do you prefer it when I'm able to show the comments on the game screen like this, or are you better being able to see the full screen?
Sam, load combat profile.
Do you prefer it when you can see the comments,
Push ahead to the structure.
or do you prefer it if I just talk to you through YouTube?
Now we've got their attention.
Because right now I'm not looking at you through YouTube. I'm just playing the game. And since you're pretty much the only one that's consistently here, I want to know what you have to think about that.
This went south in a hurry.
Go, 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 go! They're coming out of the woodwork.
Keep things tight, don't get separated.
Get moving!
The showing is better because I can see my comments when I'm watching again. Okay, yeah. So you can see so you can like remember what our conversations were about. That's certainly an advantage. So I'm glad you gave me your honest opinion there.
Sam, biotic amp interface mode.
I'll keep it like this then.
Don't let him get the drop on you. Have to keep an eye on our flank. Not if we keep moving forward. Don't let him catch us. Keep up. How's your dad doing all of this? He's like a machine.
No idea, but it's working.
That's it. Ready? Let's get inside there.
That hurt.
Almost
I
front me.
love her.
Don't stop. If we fall behind, we're dead.
Shit, they're crack shots.
Oh my god. That's Greer on the table. They killed him.
What did the cat want?
Have to keep pushing ahead.
Well, in the game, the Ket are mainly, the main thing is that they're basically organic reapers. Their leader specifically is looking for a piece of ancient technology that will basically make him incredibly powerful.
Sam, give me engineer profile.
Ah, you hear it now. Dad's got profile switching as an ability. The Archon. Yeah, the Archon. Basically, what the Archon specifically wants is to exalt every compatible creature in the cluster, kill them, then move on. And exaltation is basically how the Ket reproduce.
This looks like a control center. Keep him off my back.
You heard him.
We made it. In one piece. Not over yet. I need to get through that door over there.
Liam, make up your mind. Well, the Archon specifically doesn't actually want to kill people, if I recall. It's more like, if I remember, his superiors just wanted him to... Like, the Archon's not necessarily the main leader. He's a major leader of the Ket army. And what the Ket's main MO is just exalting every compatible creature in the cluster, adding their genes and their physical capabilities to the Ket race, and then kill whatever lesser species that they don't care to exalt, and make a part of the Ket super species. And then they're supposed to move on from, Andromeda as a galaxy. The Archon specifically found out about the legend of the Remnant and their technology. So what he's doing in Andromeda is trying to find the Remnant's main source of technology. Well, yeah, the Ket are more than just mutant Angaras. They're basically a mutation of every available species they exalt and get their hands on. That's how they reproduce. And by reproducing with exaltation, they gain those species' positive traits. Beneficial traits.
What now? I need to decipher the language.
Alright.
There's more coming up.
What's the plan here? They'll surround us in no time.
We need to defend both sides or they'll flank us.
Where do you want us?
Right.
Liam, you go all the way over there.
Got it.
On the move.
Watch it.
The Krogan Ket is a boss. We'll fight that later on in the game, much later.
We held them off at the shuttle. We can do it again.
A lot of people still counting on us.
I'm just getting warmed up.
They mean business. Keep them off your dad.
Analyzing possible inputs. 25% decrypted.
Hurry. We don't have long.
Hold both sides. Can't let them slip through. way.
Oh,
I don't
ooh,
know, but
okay.
they sure want it back.
Okay.
Well, 50% decrypted. It's an
Okay.
unusually complicated syntax.
Okay.
I can see that. Try a recursive search.
I will need a moment to evaluate the pattern.
We only have a moment. Do it.
Alright.
I think I really pissed that one off. Maybe because I shot him in the face.
Hey, sir, any progress?
Decryption is 75% complete.
We've almost got it.
I'm probably just not describing how they reproduce. But the thing is, they can't... The thing is, they become more powerful with each species they add to their race. They become more powerful. It sounds illogical to just... But they're basically cannibalizing other races and gaining their traits. Like, that's the main thing that's supposed to make them scary.
Ryder, I need your help over here.
Go, it's okay. We'll keep a lookout.
We need to get this door open.
On it.
Ryder.
Alright, that's it.
Put your back into it.
You really think we can shut this thing down?
I don't know yet. Sam's decoded part of the language. Now we'll see if I can have a conversation.
Alright, here's the thing about the cat. They're a highly advanced race of humanoid aliens that invaded the Helix cluster 80 years ago and have been at war with the Incar ever since. They came into conflict with the Milky Way explorers, like right now. Yeah, calling the cat parasites is a very good way to describe them. And here's the thing. Their big deal, the cat, they're going to kill all non-cat life they can or turn them into cat. Which also includes animals like that giant dog. And it's like, yeah, genetic modifications, their main deal. Just... yeah, alright.
Nothing on this planet is listened so far. Just be careful.
Worried about your old man, huh? I won't tell anyone. Come on. These are the moments that make it all worthwhile. Sam, begin translating.
A moment. Indexing. Translation complete.
Let's see what we have.
And it's like...
I'll be damned. It's working. You did it.
There's hope at least.
Hopes what people need. But when the cats kill every non-cat life form, will die out because they need to turn life forms to cats.
Well, not if we stand around looking at
I agree with you. That part of their whole thing is a little weird. But keep in mind that this is supposed to just be the first game that introduces us to the cat. So, frankly, we don't really know what their entire deal is supposed to be yet.
We need an emergency extraction now.
They're spinning up the shuttle. ETA is 3, maybe 4 minutes.
We don't have that long.
Lazy writers would be an eloquent way to put it.
What are you?
Initiating transfer. Ryder's implant is overloading. I suggest a hardwire connection.
Do it!
There!
Welcome back.
What happened?
You were clinically dead for 22 seconds.
Yikes. Physical brain death. The Reaper's way to reproduce is more logical because they use light, which is an energy source. Yeah, I agree with you. The Angara, the Ket weren't introduced with a real endgame. Which is actually why I like the Archon. He's not a strong villain, but at least he has a real plan. The Kets, so far, from what I know, are basically just mindlessly expanding their empire across the galaxy. And they apparently already control a galaxy, as far as I know. And the Helios Cluster is just one more part of the solar system they haven't been to yet. So, I was wondering where the B team was going to take the Ket as a species in the next games, but Andromeda is not going to get next game, so we'll never know what that deal's about.
Did the rest of the team make it? Hey, you still with us?
Liam!
Guys, get to Sam Node. Ryder's awake.
Who are you talking to? Sam.
I didn't hear him.
You're up. Look here. And here.
My father. Where?
It was your life or his, and he chose you. I'm so sorry. I know this must be a blow.
Parents typically choose their kids' lives over their own. That's how they're programmed. That's just how emotional... That's just how they are. There's nothing wrong with that.
He made the ultimate sacrifice. He got the team out of danger. We all owe him for that.
He once said that when his time came, he wanted to go out among stars no one had seen before.
What are we doing in Sam, Node?
Sam is now part of you, in a way we don't entirely understand. It played havoc with your brain.
Sam?
Your father authorized the transfer of Pathfinder authority to you.
Shouldn't that be Cora?
In theory. In reality, you're the new Pathfinder.
Her voice actress is Natalie Dormer. Is that what her name is? It says here Cora Harper's VA is Jules Dijon. Margaret. I don't know. Marjorie. Tyrell. Marjorie Tyrell? Marjorie Tyrell. Okay. Games, actor. It says Marjorie Tyrell is portrayed by Natalie Dormer, and this Jules Dijon person isn't her. Sorry, I think you're wrong about that.
Whoa. Well, if that's how it has to be.
Don't sell yourself short. I think you can do it.
Cora?
It's what he wanted. I won't stand in the way. But being Pathfinder is a serious job. You sure you're ready for this?
I'm sure there's a lot I don't know, but I'll figure it out.
If it helps, you've got me to lean on.
It's all academic anyway. Sam's linked to your mind on a deeper level now. Trying to untangle it could kill you.
I know this is tough, but we need to start thinking about the next step. A lot of people are counting on us.
Is the Ark still drifting?
That's the thing. Whatever your dad did with that tower, it saved the day. Some sort of atmosphere scrubber.
The energy cloud thinned out. We're on our way to the rally point now. Should be at the Nexus soon.
He needs to rest first.
He's got 2 hours.
Oh,
Lead our Pathfinder.
Lexi! I'm an idiot. I thought you were talking about Cora.
Oh, I checked on your sister.
Okay, yeah.
Still no change. But if you can pull through, so can she. A bit of your dad in both of you.
Your father will be missed.
Yeah, that is Natalie Dormer. Okay.
This is our private channel. I shared it with him.
Why did he do it? Why me?
Unknown, but he never acted without reason. Alec wouldn't want us to lose sight of the goal. He said pain emboldens our resolve. He'd insist we grow stronger from his passing.
Oh, wow, that's a little weird. And here's the Archon now. Show you up just as you leave. So fashionably late. Oh, he's got a cape too. I never noticed that. Hij gaat toch? Yikes! 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 I do like this little bit, though, where he's trying to mimic what the main character did in order to open up the door. Epic chorus music.
Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda Initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
Let's hope they've had better luck.
Starting our approach now.
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Nexus Control, this is Arc Hyperion requesting docking clearance. Captain, I'm only getting their automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
Oh man, you're right. I didn't notice that before.
Construction should have been finished by now.
Could be worse.
How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This better be rock bottom.
Green across the board. Docking initiated.
All right. I got us here. Good luck, Pathfinder.
Okay. Now I can finally go to the Nexus, I think. No, I don't think we can quite yet. I remember one part of the prologue that really irritated me is that there's this really irrelevant pit stop.
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
The frame rate's a nice steady 30 frames per second. Sleepy eyes.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew. Just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the arcs.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead. Here we are.
Yeah, no, I
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
I think either Liam is Australian or his actor has the accent.
On standby.
Or maybe he's neither.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
You know, I actually think Liam is supposed to be from New York. Let's see here. Gary Carr. Alright, who's Gary Carr? Okay, Gary Carr is English. Or there could be more Gary Carrs out there. Yeah, no, Gary Carr is an English actor and dancer. So I'm guessing that's just Liam's English actor. You think Avia looks cool or bad or whatever?
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home.
Oh, her face! Her face is also kind of lifeless compared to the previous games. I never noticed that. Because it's like... Hold on a second.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
I don't think facially all the characters... Are you just saying that all the character faces look bad to you? Is that what you're getting at with your Avina comment? Because honestly, I think they look nice. They look like an improvement from Mass Effect... I mean, they look like an improvement from Dragon Age Inquisition. Or... At least they look better.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy. Habitat 7? That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
No, I'm just...
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Alright.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
The Shadow Broker is a Yogg.
Plants are still alive.
Yeah, the Shadow Broker is a Yogg.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Hold on a second.
Hello?
God. Hailing from Parnak, the Yogg are known for their violent and aggressive nature.
This place should be packed with people.
Be quiet, characters. Consummate predators, the Yogg possesses unrivaled perceptiveness and mental adaptability. Discovered by the Citadel Council in 2125 CE, the Yogg were uncriminally barred from interaction with Citadel space after massacring the Council delegation. Now, here's the thing. The Yogg are one of the most gifted species in the galaxy. They possess mental acuity that rivals the Solarians, long-term planning skills like the Asari, deterrence capacity for group solidarity, and strength to put the Krogan to shame. Yeah, the Yogg. It's spelled Y-A-H-G. Where the species falters as a whole, they're too hyper-competitive and aggressive to form extensive, cohesive units and thus cooperate with others in a manner not reducible to master or servant. So the Yogg basically combine the best traits of the Krogan, the Solarian, the Turians, and the Asari. Yeah, that's how you spell it, Yogg. So, like I was saying, the Krogan are basically the best parts of the 4 Citadel Council races, but they have an inability to actually cooperate with one another. They can't do that. As a result, the Shadow Broker, as a matter of his species' course, was not able to do anything other than lead other people on. He couldn't form real attachments. He could, however, be a great master and, well, have a lot of servants. And to be honest, I like the idea of the Yogg do look really spooky. I do like their design a lot because of how unreal they look.
Maybe he's got champagne.
You and your champagne, Liam.
Hi there. We're from Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could
I
use
love
an
my
update.
dick.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Wow.
Captured or lost in dark space or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it. I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment.
Oh
we
my
thought you were
god.
just another malfunction.
Well, I've got a shipload of people that says we're here.
Of course, it's just... You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Turians, from what I remember being described to, were bird-like. They're basically a bird-like species. So I call them mammalian.
Plan has.
Oh.
We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Yeah, Turians are modeled after birds of prey. Birds are close to reptiles? I didn't know that. That's interesting. But yeah, the main difference between a mammalian or a reptilian species to me is whether or not they... Well, oh, yeah, holy crap. Birds lay eggs like reptiles do. Wow. I was about to say that's the main difference between a mammalian and a reptilian species, but then birds are the only mammals I can think of that lay eggs.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
So, yikes.
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
That's amazing.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true? They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Yeah,
across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The
Yeah.
crew of the Hyperion.
God.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Yeah, birds and platypi are mammals that lay eggs. But, I mean, avian species in general, like chicken, turkey, they also lay eggs. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm trying to think of any other mammals besides the platypus that lay eggs, though. Can't recall any.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Birds are not mammals. That's a little weird to me. Specifically because they don't have breasts, yet when we eat up a chicken or a turkey, we call it chicken breast and turkey breast. So do you just mean birds as in the ones that fly often, or... You know what? No. Okay, I can just look this up later. Birds are not mammals. I've got that now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I never knew that mammals had to have breasts like that. I don't know. This is just my human talking.
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Powerful.
We're all feeling the
her.
pressure.
She's...
Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
This is why I like talking to you, Madar. I learn a lot of neat things about the world. Alright. Alright. Now we have a quest where we have to basically talk to everyone major.
This is Nexus Control.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
I was here when they I had this game before they fixed Addison's face, and it looks much better now. Because originally that line was really, really stupid because of how she looked. And yeah, yeah, no problem, Madar. And yeah, I guess I'm surprised at lizards having breasts so much, simply because when I think of that, I think of snakes, and I'm just like, where would they even have breasts? Like, snakes and lizards and the like have penises, but breasts, I feel like they just wouldn't have a use for if they... Life is very strange.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Oh, it's just a muscle, okay.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Solarians. Let's see. Haploid species. Now, let's see here. Let's see. They reproduce by laying eggs. And their Dalatras, their female, the female members of their clan don't have breasts or breast muscles, according to what the Dalatras looks like. I'm willing to say that the Solarians are more reptilian than mammalian. In terms of... They're also... Oh! The Codex calls them amphibians. I know for a fact that there are no such thing as amphibian mammals, so... So yeah, they're definitely reptiles.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it.
But
goddamn poetry.
Very... So yeah, like I was saying, the Solarians are described as a haplodiploid oviparous amphibians in the Codex. So They're definitely reptiles. How did the Hanar reproduce? They look like jellyfish. Let me see. I actually don't know how the Hanar reproduce. Their habits are... I can't find any... let's see. But yeah, if they're basically jellyfish, then I guess they reproduce like jellyfish do in real life. However that happens. There's nothing I can find in-game relating to that particular piece of lore.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
I have a hard time telling if the Hanar are asexual to begin with. Oh! The Solarians are asexual, and they reproduce just fine. So, being asexual doesn't have anything to do with failing to reproduce. Which I find very interesting as a concept, being applied to a sapient race. I find it very interesting.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire.
Yeah. And it's
the
like,
initiative promised a goal.
Sorry, that.
Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Worms are asexual. Huh. Worms are... Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
I mean, looking at the crap Addison has on her plate, I think the level of distrust she has for the new Pathfinder is warranted. Cloning is basically what the Ket do. They reproduce asexually through exaltation. So it's a little weird. Of course, I'm just bringing that back up because I think it's relevant. Cloning is definitely one of the most asexual methods of reproduction I can think of in anything.
What am I going to do?
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Alright.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. It's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Yeah, the Ket are scary. They're scary people. Oh, you mean reproductive cloning? Well, I mean, I know you didn't actually mean Ket-type cloning. I was just making a comment about what I thought asexual reproduction would be like in most fiction. In real life, it's obviously a different story. Didn't mean to confuse you there.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Ah, yes, the Apex terminal.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
All right. Over here.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
We just got authorization.
Please speak with Tyrion Kandros.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
All right.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
If a human woman reproduced this way, her child would be genetically her clone. Yeah, I know what you were talking about. I get what you're talking about now. And I agree, that's how it works. Like, a woman reproducing with herself does not have any Y chromosomes. So, without at least one X chromosome, right, without any Y chromosomes, there can only be X chromosomes. So, therefore, a female who self-impregnates herself somehow can only have female children. So let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. This has been the main thing I've done in this game since I got it, and I beat it once. The Apex Strike Team missions. And here's how they work. When you begin the game, with a fresh save file and no data stored on it, you start with a level 1 strike team. And after that, you have to continuously send them on these timed missions and then come back in real time to collect your rewards and see if your strike team is leveled up. Once you've done that, you'll also get these reward loot boxes. And these loot boxes can turn into rewards you can use in your weird save file. Nature is extremely strange. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, let's get rewards. Debrief. All right, let's get rewards. Now, those rewards are all from missions I started months ago, but never got back to. So they're obviously completed. Now, each strike team comes equipped with these traits. These traits improve the effectiveness of your character. There's actually 3 types of traits. Positive traits that your strike team either naturally begins with when you purchase a new strike team, or traits that they earn from completing certain missions and leveling up after a certain amount of time. Each time they level up to level 5, 10, 15, and 20, they gain a new perk. They gain a new positive trait here. They're basically perks that increase their ability to better complete the mission. Negative traits that are opposite. There's a random chance to get a negative trait either when you fail a mission and you level up, or if your team has failed a lot of missions, but they're still able to level up from them. There's a higher chance to get a negative trait from that. Negative traits reduce the effectiveness of your strike team units and make it more difficult for them to complete higher leveled assignments. How high a level they are has as much of an influence on how capable they are of completing a certain assignment as what type of positive and negative traits they possess. And this final trait are equipment traits. These are what you buy. These are what you get your mission funds here. At the top of the screen, it says mission funds. You spend your mission funds on these upgrades. You basically, and these upgrades do things like 20 plus to effectiveness during certain missions that have these types of situations highlighted underneath them. Like here, mission traits are the 4th type of trait. And these mission traits directly correlate to the equipment traits as well as the like mission traits are things like the type of enemy you're fighting and the environment you're fighting in, the type of mission you're doing, like a killing everything mission or a bribe mission or just a simple extraction of your forces. There's a strike team bonus relative for each of those types of traits. Or you can get a negative trait that makes your squad worse at the type of mission. So one squad here, like here we go. This, my strike team Delta, they are less effective against Ket than all of my other strike teams because they have that negative trait. And strike team X-Ray is just less effective in general as a result because they're always low on supplies because of a trait they gained somehow when I leveled them up. It's really, you really can't tell what type of negative trait you're going to get when you level them up. So equipping them with these really powerful mission traits is basically there to make them highly specialized units. the more you level them up, the more specialized your strike teams become. So it's a better idea to buy them an equipment trait that is the same as a positive trait they already possess. So, for example, X-Ray has the quick response vehicle as an equipment trait because they already have a plus 10 effectiveness during a hostage situation. So that stacks the 40 plus effectiveness to that the quick response vehicle adds, meaning they have a 50-point effectiveness during any mission with the hostage situation mission trait. Let's see. Here we go. Like, disrupt enemy moments. I picked this, and you can see that depending on how high a level your character is, and what type of traits they possess, the chance for success will vary greatly. So we go to X-Ray over here, and because of their huge 50% point advantage for a hostage situation type missions, they are literally the best squad you can send for those types of missions. Oh, except for Zulu. Like, let's just pick X-Ray for here, this one, just so I can prove that point. Oh, and there are 2 types of missions, and they are separated into 3 types of categories. Bronze difficulty missions, silver difficulty missions, and gold difficulty missions. Bronze are for low-level characters mostly. They're there to basically help you level up your characters that you just buy or you just reset. Silver missions are the ones you'll probably be doing most often if you're just starting out building up your Apex teams, because they're moderately difficult, and as a result, they give increasingly huge amounts of experiences depending on how high the difficulty is. So, silver gives more XP per mission success than bronze, and gold gives more mission experience than silver, especially when you successfully complete a mission. But the thing about gold is that it gives so much XP that even if you fail a mission, your level 1 strike team can actually level up a few times from a failure. So it's still a good idea to actually try to power level a weak new strike team by having to do a gold mission. The only thing you really lose is a perfect strike team, which is basically a strike team that's reached level 20 but hasn't gained a negative trait. Oh, and the 2 types of missions are regular missions that only your strike team can perform, and Apex missions that you can complete in either multiplayer or single player by using a strike team. Yeah, this function connects to the multiplayer. So if you wanted to, you can just stop what you're doing in the single player and jump into a multiplayer match and complete this mission right there. If you do that, and yeah, each mission is timed, and they have, not only are they roughly hours long, but there's a certain amount of time per day where the certain type of mission is actually available, and you only have until then to actually get around to doing a mission of that sort. So when you pick an Apex mission like this, you can either play multiplayer or send a strike team. Alright. Just send Delta there. Alright, that's the last gold mission. Right. The reason I'm doing bronze missions at all is because if you complete an Apex mission with a success, you get 10 mission fun credits instead of just 5. Another thing here is that these loot boxes contain rewards for you that you can... I already mentioned this. You get rewards for the single player, like research data. And the bronze loot box will give you... Oh, yeah, you can get weapons and credits and all that stuff. A venom shotgun. That's really nice. Material loot boxes give you crafting materials like uranium, while item loot boxes give you new weapons to use in the field. Alright. Are you able to post pictures in the comments section of this live stream? I don't think you can. I think you can link to pictures through a URL, but the pictures won't show up as pictures on the screen than watching. They won't show up as pictures. And the last type of loot box is a credit loot box, which gives you a set amount of credits depending on the difficulty of the loot box itself. Now, see, the thing that's really good about this is because I've been stacking up these loot boxes for months now, I actually have a lot of loot boxes. You can actually have too many loot boxes. Once you reach the cap, you have to claim your rewards. If you don't do that, you won't be able to actually claim the rewards for your latest Apex mission. Like, here we go. 23 credits and 28 credits. Uranium and the Hornet pistol. That's actually all in your inventory right now. Credits look like euro. Well, Bioware is a Canadian country, and I do believe they would use euro as a form of currency. So it makes sense to me that, yeah, we have 151 credits now due to the strike team missions. And the best part is, the rewards from the loot boxes scale with whatever your current level is. So the higher your level, the better loot you'll get. Which is the real reason why I'm not going to be too hasty about claiming these rewards. Because I want to save them up for later in the game and really reap the rewards of them. We spent a lot of time talking about the strike team stuff. Even though you'll honestly never see me do it on screen that much.
There you are.
Shit.
Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Hungarians call their money for rent. Sounds like for rent. As in, you're saying your money is for rent. That's a little weird. I'm trying to make a joke there, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's just a joke.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda Initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
It's really cool that she's a Krogan engineer. The Krogan having any type of job that shows them as more than a bunch of savage warriors is always interesting to me. So I'm glad that Krogan helped actually construct this ship.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Oh, yo.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. 10 might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Oh boy, the genophage.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Just a quick reminder of what the genophage was about in the Mass Effect trilogy.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
One of the reasons I'm disappointed by this game setting up the situation so that the Reaper invasion isn't why the Andromeda Initiative is taking off is because I feel like there could have been a way for news about the cure for the genophage being given to the Krogan that remained in the Milky Way galaxy would be a thing that she would have heard about. Kesh, most Krogans don't have face paint like Kesh. No, not in the original trilogy. They're mostly all just same face, though. In fact, I think Kesh is the only one I've seen with face paint. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I wish there was a way for Kesh to know that the Milky Way Krogan were cured of the genophage if you decide to go that route in Mass Effect 3.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. Still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
And that's good to know, because again, they don't have the genophage cure.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Yeah, I know that Andromeda is really far away from the Milky Way galaxy. The game's opening makes that very clear. You travel 600 light years from the Milky Way to get to Andromeda. That's a long time, and it really just shows how far away the whole place is.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Hi, Von Cleary.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up
hold on
for
a
the
second,
challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
No, Vaughn. According to the elapsed time up there at the top of the screen, I've been playing for over 2 hours now. No, we didn't just start. In fact, I'm pretty close to ending the stream. You got here pretty late.
How did Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Yeah, over 2 hours. Can you see it, or can you not see it? I'm curious about that.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them.
All right.
I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Ah, Sloane Kelly. I recall her. She's voiced by Irina Varna.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Tan is a bit racist. Just a tiny bit. Alright, bye, Madar. Take care.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons. One for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. Any more information you can give me on the missing Arks?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian Arks are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the Initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Alright.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Alright, so that's what you'll be doing for the majority of the game. Establishing new colonies for each race to live in, well, basic generic peace. Plant viability is increased by... Well, we'll get the plant viability next time, since I'll talk about that when we actually have to make it important. God, I love how fast you run. I love how fast you run. It feels organic.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Restricted access to SAM node has now been lifted.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human.
The
It
entire
is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Yeah. Big thing carried over from the previous games is basically organic distrust of advanced AI. AI capable of self-thought and self-determination, like the Geth, basically really disliked. And since the time frame for the Ark's departure from the Milky Way coincides with Mass Effect 2's general timeline, pretty much everyone aboard these Arks in some form or another has some sort of problem with AI, and there's no Shepard allowing the Geth to be heroes to bridge over that issue.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
But like fucking...
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is a new dimension to the leveling up system from the previous Mass Effect games. What you do here is that you have these different profiles that, if you remember from back during the tutorial, Sam himself was using to slaughter those Ket along the way. These profiles are basically perks in and of themselves. You equip a profile, and by doing so, you gain a set of perks that applies specifically to any character, depending on how many talent points they've spent in the tree related to those perks. So, for example, the soldier profile is exclusive to perks you invest in the combat skill trees, and the engineer profile is exclusive to talent points you spend in the tech skill trees. We're going to play with an adept profile, which is exclusive to the biotics tree. As we do that, our bonuses will be biotic force, biotic area of effect damage, biotic area of effect radius, biotic effect duration, biotic combo radius, and the biotic echoes ability, which allows our biotic combos to have additional explosions on each enemy they touch. So our biotic, you saw how large our biotic combos were during the tutorial, right? Now they're going to get even bigger, and they'll be more numerous. And finally, instead of using the jetpack to jump and evade, we'll use our own natural biotics to do it. You're basically a superhuman now. Yeah. Alright. And that is going to be it. The prologue is finally done with. In the next video, we're going to explore our first planet, Eos, and see how we can basically make it a more livable environment for everyone aboard the satellite here, because we definitely need it. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe for future content. And I'll see you all next time, around this time as well. So, take care of yourselves and have a good day.